if I can't help you, you know, faith without works is dead. So if I can't set you up to be in a situation to change your life physically and spiritually, it's like, what's the point?
Maybe in the studio more often. Hey, word up, yeah, yeah, yeah. Nah, this one.
What's going on? You in the field with the Trackstarz, Ryan Righteous, SEANTANA, DJ Jeremiah. We got Surf Gang in the building at Flavor Fest 2015.
What's good?
How y'all doing, man?
Good, man.
Man, y'all are like bubbling right now. What is going on?
Killing the game.
I don't know what's happening.
The hustle is real, dudes. Like, man, you dropped so much knowledge on the live thing that we did earlier, man. Like, I don't know how much you know that people appreciate that. Like, people were, after you left, they were like, man, thank you for doing da-da-da. Like, that's big, man.
One of our big things is, you know, you can't just take from everybody. You got to be able to give and take. As long as you're giving it out, it's going to keep coming in for you to give out. So
that's what's up, man. So I'm seeing like your stuff everywhere. I'm seeing like you helping other people. I saw like graphics and they were like, oh, the Surf Gang did that for me and all that kind of stuff. So I see that you guys have skill beyond just the music. Is that a big help to get you to where you guys are?
I mean, that's what got us to this point. It's like that's what we do. That was our focus full time.
Yeah.
Like changing my life, coming to God. I couldn't get a job. I tried for years, and they loved me at the interview. But when that background check come back, it was just nothing. And God allowed me to start, you know, doing graphic designs and stuff like that to provide. Yeah. And I met Wolf where he extorted me. I ain't even do music.
We gotta hear about this.
I wasn't even a rapper. I just like to help artists.
Yeah.
And this dude just swindled me into being in the group.
Yeah, same thing with me. When I was looking for jobs, I couldn't find a job anywhere. Like, they'll love me in the interview, very articulate or whatever the case may be, and then do the background check and there wasn't nothing. And then finally I did get a job at a pizzeria. And like, they was just working me. I was making the pizza dough from scratch, the garlic rolls from scratch, the pizza sauce, everything. I'm tired of pasta. Don't ever bring me a plate of pasta. Nah, unless it's shrimp pasta. But yeah, and then finally I quit one day, started doing videos full time. We ended up being at a meeting about Christian hip hop artists in Miami. And like, Geek was the head person for graphics and I was the head person for videos. So I seen him and I was like, dog, I don't know who you is, but it don't matter. We finna take over. Like, matter of fact, I'm finna buy your company out. And he was like, what? Like, boy, you tripping, boy, you gooped out right now.
I was fresh from the streets, dude. I just looked at him like, nah, bro, ain't going down. I don't even know you talking about being a partner and all that. You moving too fast.
And like 3 months later.
Yeah, we ended up working together. You know,
so let's talk about this South Florida, because South Florida is killing the game right now. Every time somebody, there's so many South Florida, everything coming through here. Like when Butter P was in studio, she talked about you. Everybody talks about you guys as being like, man, they coming. But I want to hear more about where all of this comes from. You talk about this background and not being able to get jobs. What is the South Florida world like? Because I don't think people understand what's happening down there.
So, we can't really speak about South Florida, but we can speak about Miami. And Miami is just a melting pot. It's not even don't consider it a state in Florida, consider it an island. Like, just cut it off right there and like, it's an island. So you got the Jamaicans, the Haitians, the Bahamians, Cubans. You got like Lil Havana is just like a whole Spanish town. You feel me? Like, we got Lil Haiti, we got like even a little Chinese section. Then we have like North Miami Beach where it's super hood, but you make the wrong turn and it's Jewish town. So it's like it's a full.
It's like another world down there.
It's like a full melting pot. You could have griot one day and Jamaican patties the next day.
Yeah.
All you got to do is change the corner. Like,
I think Miami is a different experience for everybody who's there, you know, in their own little neighborhoods or their own little areas. And that's why I think South Florida as a whole is so unique, because you got people like Butter P who shows one side of Miami, you know, and you have like different artists who come from different places, and it's a little different in each one. So collectively it looks like a whole bunch of, you know, traction and movement from different people coming from the same place. So
that's what's up.
That's crazy, man. Like just y'all coming together, y'all story and stuff like that. Was it like man, like we need to do this, man. Like, did it take really like some time before y'all decided to be like artists? Because you said you came from the video background and you came from graphics, and it's like
so before I was saved, I was a poet.
Okay.
So I did poetry all the time. Me and one of my homeboys used to always join the Urban League HIV awareness campaign or whatever. And from there, when I got saved, I started doing Christian poetry. I have a friend named Chris Wisdom, and we would do poetry slams. Like, we'll start off in Miami, go to a poetry slam, win the money, go to Broward, win the money, use that money to go to Atlanta, use that money. So we did tours, and eventually our youth pastor was like, yo, we doing a conference, the first ever Rendezvous conference. We want y'all to rap on it. Chris was already a rapper, and I wasn't. I started rapping from that day, and from there I was rapping for my church like every other Sunday or whatever. And then eventually I was like, yo, I want to do this for life. And we teamed up doing videos, graphics, media. And one day I was like, yo, let's do music. And he was like, boy, I'm from like po' boy management and marketing and all that. I ain't doing no music, boy. It take too much.
Yeah, I knew like me coming from that background, I knew what it take to run a successful label. And if I'm gonna do something, I want to do it.
Yeah.
I don't want to, play with it or half step with it. So I just looked at it and like, man, we ain't got the resources, the time, the energy.
We still
money,
don't.
To do it. And so I don't know what happened. It was like 2-3 months later down the line after he said something about it.
Nobody was taking his advice. Like,
and, and I was trying to, when I got saved, I was like, oh, it's Christian rappers in Miami. I want to help them out. So I'm like, I come to them, give them advice, solid plans and everything. It's like, dudes looked at me like I know it all. I'm tripping. I'm crazy because I was doing the
exact opposite of what he was saying.
And they wouldn't do nothing I was saying. So I was like, you know what? It came to me one day and God was like, dog, look, you ain't doing nothing wrong no more, but you ain't doing nothing good either. Like, what are you doing for my kingdom? To bring people to me. And I didn't look at it like, oh, I'm gonna start rapping. I wanted to tell my testimony. I've been through a lot of different situations from all areas of life, being in and out of jail, in the streets, hustling, being in drug programs. Like, my bunkies was, straight up crackheads who was suffering with that addiction, and just opened my eyes. So I was like, I want to tell my testimony and bring people to God. And I thought about it, and I was like, dog, if I was to do music, like, Wolf do graphics, video, I do graphics, I do websites. I got a background in marketing and promotion. We do we get everything print wholesale, like CDs, flyers, all of that stuff. So it was like shirts. It was like, dog, we did want to do music, it'd be easy, and it's like the vehicles is already there. And I looked at it as a sign, like, maybe this is what I should tell my testimony. It'd be easier for me to get it out and push it through that. And so that's what happened. We did one song, Bang This. We put it up on Rapzilla after fighting with them for months about it. And it got like 19,000 plays in the first 2 weeks.
Wow.
And so, it was like, for me, it was like, dog, this is what we need to be doing. And from then on, we just been pushing. And people don't know, like, we've been pushing hard for a minute. The whole time we started from day one, it was like all commitment. Either it is or it ain't. So,
go ahead, man.
What's the reaction that you guys get when you're out witnessing?
Man, it's like, for us, it's like, and that's why I hate people saying Christian hip hop is whack. The streets won't receive it. Man, people in the streets are so receptive. Man, they like, it's like a breath of fresh air for them to see us how we is. We look like them, dress like them, act like them. They know our backgrounds, and a lot of dudes kind of like, I'm from Carol City, and it's like a lot of dudes know me from hustling or whatever, and they see my life change. They know it's authentic. They know where I've been. I probably done sold them dope, a pistol, something. We probably done did robberies together. It's like, they know what was like for me, and for them to see it, it's like, dog, you really changed. It's not a game. It's not a gimmick. It's not what I see in church. Go on Sundays and Monday through Friday, we act a fool. It's like, nah, you really living that. Like, I thought you really got one wife. How you doing that? Like, you ain't cheating. Like, nah, but I'm content with that. And I think it's a blessing.
And then not only that, not only the young people, the people who are a little bit older than us, and the people who we grew up with, it's also the older people. Like, a lot of older women will come up to us and be like, dog, I love what y'all doing, because like, y'all still relevant. Y'all got swag, y'all got this, y'all got that. And I can give y'all CD to my son or my daughter, and they don't look at it like, mom, like, nah. So it's like, the fact that we grew up in Miami and we're still who we were, it's just we're purified. It's like, the old heads love it too. So it's like,
so for the people that you left behind, I would say. Like if you made the change in your life and there's people that's still doing what you used to do, what's keeping them away? Like what's the missing ingredient to get them to come over and give their life to God?
I'm gonna say this from a logical standpoint, because for me it's like all of my homeboys, like when I got saved, it wasn't no chilling around them because all of them was still on the same thing, and a lot of them still are. And for me, the main thing is, it's like I come to God, I know I'm supposed to be doing right, but when they come on that side, like Yak, my homie, we started a business together, and he'll be around me, he'll be influenced, and it's like, yeah, I really want to do this, you really inspire me, let's get it. And as soon as things get hard financially, it's like, we don't know no other way. I can't go out and get a job. I need money now. And it's like, they not having that faith that God will sustain them. Like when I gave my life to God, I went through it for 2 years strong. Like I felt less than a man. I got kids. I hustled. I made money every day. And now I'm trying to trust God. And it's just, and I'm coming up short on the light bill. It's this, it's that. I want to go back out there and make it happen. I got to look at my wife like, man, like it is what it is. I felt less of a man. So I think being masculine, we want to be that provider for ourselves and our family or whatever. And it's like coming to God gonna stop that, and not having the sense to say, you know what, I'm gonna stand firm on His word and what He got for me. I'm never gonna see that. I'm never gonna see His blessing. I'm never gonna see that, because soon as things get tough, I run back to what's familiar. And so it's just that accountability, man. I think they've been down the road and they try, and it's just like, I want to run back.
And also, like, a big part of Surf Gang is finding your true identity, who God called you to be. And with that, I think that's a big part of the problem with a lot of our homeboys and things, because it's like, we, especially in the urban community, we don't live within our means. We do things that we don't need to do. So it's like we going out and getting Robin jeans that cost $700, $400. We get in the car that we know we can't afford. So it's like you get saved and the money's not coming. Like I got arrested and charged for credit card fraud. So in one day I can make $20,000 if I was to backslide. You know? So it's like having friends that's like that. How do you have them come over to the side, tell them you can't do that no more, and how do they sustain their life? Right. It's like, I got a Phantom in the back room right now. How do I pay for the gas for that, for the tires to get fixed? And it's like different things like that. So money and finding their true identities, because it's like, if you find your true identity, it's like, man, I don't need this Phantom. Like, I can't afford it right now. Let me sell it. Let me take it back. Let me do this. Let me do that. I don't need this watch no more. Let me take it back. I only got it because I wanted to get this girl. Now she pregnant. She my baby mom. She crazy. I don't even want her. Take that watch back. You don't need it. You know? So it's like, so finding a true identity and money is like, man, two things that
you really highlighting the problem, man. Like that's it. I mean, and then, but how do you get them to break that without the fall? Like, how do you get it without the big downturn?
So like what we want to do in this life, God has been able to, in both our lives, we both make money off of legal hustle. We ain't working for nobody. This is what we do. Got you. And so, like, I just had a homeboy. He just came home from federal prison. He got out, and his birthday was the same day our project dropped, Surf Gang on everything, recently. And so I was talking to him. He in a halfway house right now, and I was talking to him recently, like, yo, what you finna do, man? Like, what are you gonna do? And he like, man, I'm setting myself up for a job, this and this and this. But until then, I'm finna, do some fraud real quick just so I could get situated, and then from then on I'm gonna get my life right. And I'm like, bro, you gonna get comfortable in that, and you ain't gonna never get your life right, And it's like, I feel like by God blessing us and putting us in a position to where I could take him on the road and he could be right up under there with me. You could hold a camera, you could do this, and we could pay you this and this a night. And it's like, if I could put you in a position where you could sustain doing something legal, and you would see, it's different from me telling you. It's like, if I can't help you, faith without works is dead. So if I can't set you up to be in a situation to change your life physically and spiritually, it's like, what's the point? Like, dudes on the street, we'll be on South Beach and we'll pray for a homeless person, feed them, all of that. But after that point, what do? I can't keep in contact with you. You don't have a phone or nothing. It's like, for that night, I'm hoping and praying that prayer really got to him. He really felt something to get up and have faith in himself that he can change. If that don't happen, then it was like,
so y'all gotta win, because here's the thing. Like, I mean, people are watching you guys, and they're like, if they can't do it, then we can't do this. You know what I mean? It's like, so we, like, you guys gotta win. You know what I mean? So I hope I know y'all already know that. But just know that, like, I mean, just from the outside looking in your situation, man, you guys got to do this.
Yeah.
You guys got to win because you're attached to a lot of people that are like, is this possible or not?
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah.
And
they watching, man. Like before my brother got killed, you know, it was like that's when me and Will first did music. We had just did Bang This. We printed up CDs and we outside in front of Walmart, you know. But before he died, he was up under me close, and we was in the car. And he was just like, man, you don't understand how much you inspire me. I want to change my life. Whenever I'm around you, it's just peaceful or whatever, you know. And it's like in the midst of us promoting that single, he got killed. He was like 2 minutes away from where we was at the Walmart. 56 shots. The dude stood over him, and I felt like, man, like I didn't embrace him enough. Like he around me every day, he see me, and he's being inspired, but I don't know if he, you know, really knew God from that distance, you know. And it's like I always felt like he gonna be here, like that's bruh, you know. And he the one, like we started the marketing companies and doing promo and all that together, and I felt like, dog, God, why would you take him when I'm trying to do, you know, music? And it was a tough situation, and it's like either I'm gonna quit everything, you know, and fall into a mental state, or I'm gonna just, you know, press hard and keep going, you know. And that's what we did. It was tough, and it's like from now on, it's like, I ain't trying to see that happen, you know, to nobody else. We got to keep going with it, and we can't take that chance of just slipping and letting it go in the wind. Like dudes need to know, like, God is real. He here for us, and He can change our life, you know. Man,
I'm proud of you, brothers, man. Like seriously, like that's inspirational. Just to hear what you guys are dealing with and what you're able to do, and the people that are attached to you. We got to make this work, man. We gotta make this work. We got to see Surf Gang do this because that story touched me, man, for real.
It did,
for real. So everybody listening, I hope you understand what's at stake here, man. We got to make this work, man. There's a whole city at stake attached to you guys. So we appreciate the work you guys are doing.
No problem.
We noticing, you know what I'm saying? So you got us if you need that support, man.